Weekly review video on simple interest. Okay, so usual procedure, please. Have a go at the question first on your own, then correct your work if you need to. Do that for all the questions, then take a picture of the work that you've done and submit onto Firefly. And as always, get help if you don't understand anything. Okay, so stop your video and have a go at this first question. Okay, I hope you've done that. So the student has been working at McDonald's and has saved up $1,325. If this student puts money into an account with an interest rate of 5.5% PA, remember PA means per year, for 2 years, how much interest will be paid? So quite an easy question here. Use the formula. Interest is equal to the principal times the rate of interest times the number of times you get paid interest. So interest is what we want to know. So we'll call that X. The principal is 1,325. The rate of interest is 5.5%, so that's 0.055, and we're getting paid that twice. Okay, so quick calculator check. You can use a calculator for all these questions. I think the interest payment would be $145.75. Okay, and that answers the question because the question said how much interest will be paid. If you wanted to know how much the total was, it would be 1,325 plus 145.75, which would be what, $1,370.75. But that's not what it asked, so this was the right answer to the question. Okay? Right, stop your video, have a go at this question. Okay, again, hope you've done it. Again, it's the same formula. You see how this works? We're using the same formula all the time. So it actually becomes really, really easy. The formula doesn't change. So yoga instructor wants to earn $500 in interest over the next 2 years. So we need $500 in interest. Okay. If they can invest their money at 7% per year, how much do they need to invest to earn $500? Well, this time it's actually the principal that we don't know. What we want to know is how much to put in the first place. The rate of interest we know is 7%, so that's 0.07. And we're doing it for 2 years. Okay, so simplify the right-hand side. 500 is equal to 0.14x. Now we've got a very basic equation to solve. Divide both sides of the equation by 0.14. So x is going to be equal to 500 divided by 0.14. Okay, and the number I'm getting on my calculator is 3571.42857. That's what my calculator's showing. I hope I haven't made a mistake. Let me just do a little double check. Yeah, 0.14, yeah. Okay, so I think that's right. Now, obviously, we're not going to leave my answer like that because this is money. So, you know, this is a principal, this is dollars. So I'm always going to do that to 2 decimal places, or rather I should say the principal is $3,571.43 because with money we always do 2 decimal places. Okay? Right, stop your video and have a go at this one. Okay, I had $1,500 in a bank account. I invested it for 7 years. After the 7-year period, I had earned interest of $525. What interest rate did I receive? So again, it's that same formula. Once you know the formula, you understand the formula, it's very, very easy. So the interest we earned over that 7-year period was 525. Principal was 1,500. Interest rate is what I want to know, so that's X. And the number of years is 7. Okay, so we're going to do 525 is equal to, simplify the right hand side, 1,500 times 7 is equal to 10,500. 10,500 X. Okay, simple equation to solve, divide both sides by 10,500. And we have a calculator, so it's very easy, just throw that in your calculator. 525 divided by 10,500 equals 0.05. Now again, that's not the answer because this is your multiplier, okay? The interest rate would be, 0.05 represents a 5% interest rate. So I received 5% interest, okay? Have a go at this one. Stop your video, just be very careful. Read it very, very carefully. Okay, this is almost like the last question. So again, we're going to use interest is equal to principal times the rate of interest times the number of times you get paid that interest. Now, what we don't know is the interest rate, so we need to know everything else. What's the interest? I'm not told the interest at the moment. What I'm told is at the end of 4 years I had 2,850, and at the beginning of that 4-year period I had 2,500. So the amount of interest I must have earned must be 350. Okay, not 2,850. That's how much you had at the end. So the interest you earned was 350. Principal, we know you started with 2,500. Interest rate is what you want to know. Number of years is 4. Okay. Simplifying the right hand side. 2,500 times 4 is 10,000. Okay. So let's just make sure we're solving the equation properly. Divide both sides by 10,000. So X is equal to 350 divided by 10,000, which is 0.035. That's not the answer because the interest rate should always be a percentage. So we could say the interest rate is 3.5%.